Hey, Coach Madden.
It's a fries.
And I was just wondering how to rest my arm quickly but efficiently after pitching, because I only have a couple of days to rest it. Thanks.
Fraz, that's a great question. Thank you so much for that question. And the answer to your question is you have to know, first of all, how much rest you need for the amount of throws that you just pitched. So, what I want you to do, I don't know how old you are, but if you go to pitchsmart.org, I'll leave a link below. If you go there, you can look up for your age how many pitches you've thrown and then how many days rest you need after you throw that amount of pitches. So, that's the first place to start. The second thing is, you have to understand your routine, the routine that works best for you. So it's going to be different for everybody, okay? I went through phases of icing versus not icing after I pitched. And actually, there's been some studies out recently, more recently than not in the last few years or so, that say that it's actually better to not ice and not take anti-inflammatories after you pitch, when for many years it's always been said that you should ice and take Advil or ibuprofen or things like that after you pitch to take the swelling out. But more recently, a lot more guys are going with not icing. And as a matter of fact, like I said, I went through phases of icing and not icing in my career, and towards the end, I stuck with not icing because I always felt more less sore the next day if I didn't ice. Now, here's the reason why. I want you to go and do your own research. Excuse me. I want you to go and do your own research on this, but what I get from the studies is when you ice and you take anti-inflammatories, you are taking away the swelling, okay? But the swelling is there for a reason. It's your body's way of trying to recover your arm. So when you're icing or taking anti-inflammatories, you are actually taking away your body's natural way to recover your arm. Again, I'm not saying you should ice or not ice. I think you should find out what feels best for you and what works best for you. And after you do some research, then make a decision, okay? If you are going to ice, typically they say 15 minutes on, 15 minutes off. If you're not icing, you don't have to worry about that. One thing I really did like after I pitched was flushing the arm. And that's running the right afterwards or the next day. Sometimes I did both if I threw a lot of pitches. So I would either run or get on an elliptical where you're moving your arms. That's another thing. When you're running or on the elliptical, make sure you're moving your arms, because you're trying to get, or at least for me, I'm trying to get that it felt like acid in there, like breaking up. So you want to get that arm moving and really flush it out. That's why you call it a flush run, okay? Light dumbbells are also very good. Again, I don't know how old you are, but as a grown-up, a professional pitcher, I only went up to 3 pounds. So you might be okay with 2 pounds or 1 pound, or even water bottles, or just going through some of the dumbbell routine with just your hands, no weight in them. So that could be good. Bands as well, things like that. Just thinking about what you could do to work some of that soreness out. Massage. I used to love massage. You could also do lacrosse balls, rolling out, things of this nature will really help you break up some of that bad stuff that you got in there after pitching, and get you to recover quicker and be ready to go. But make sure that you're giving yourself enough time. Even though you may feel good, like you use some of these techniques and you start to feel good faster, don't rush it and pitch too much. So make sure you check out pitchsmart.org to know how many days you need rest after how many pitches you throw, okay? I hope that answers your question. Great question. If you guys are serious about getting better at baseball, you need to hit the subscribe button, because it's going to help you. I got hundreds of videos that will help you do that. So if you're serious, go ahead and click my logo right here, and then click that subscribe button, and then we're going to watch this video over here, right? Can you point? Watch that video over there, because it's a good one. You're going to like it. Thanks so much for watching. Great question, Afraz.